Hi guys, my name is Sasha and I am a brand partner out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. And I am so excited that Julie asked me to do this Power Start video for you guys. Actually, I don't even know if we're doing it on Power Start anymore. I think that we're just trying to get it to you guys as quickly as possible. That way, you guys have some knowledge about just oil in general and some really good verbiage to use whenever you are dealing with your potentials or dealing with any objections from potentials. Also, I do all of my videos in my 11-month-old daughter's room. And so that is why I'm sitting in front of Dolly Parton. This is just the best lighting in the house, so you guys get me and Dolly today. So I just really want to jump right in with why oil is important for everybody. There are a lot of misconceptions about oil. I hear all the time as a hairstylist, if people think that their hair's already oily, they don't need to add oil. They think that if their skin is oily, they don't need to add, like their face, they don't need to add any type of oil on their face. And that is just simply not true. And I'll tell you guys why. So whenever you are dealing with the skin, it is wired, right, to keep itself balanced. So if you're putting something on the skin that is too drying, your body is going to send signals out to produce more oil. So a lot of times you get this overproduction of oil and then you panic and you put something drying on it again, and then your body panics and your body sends out these signals again to produce more oil, and then you put more stuff on it to dry it out, and it's just this vicious cycle of drying the skin and then an overproduction of oil. The same is true if you're using something that is too oily and too heavy. A lot of times if something feels really good and it's not the best product with the best ingredients in it, what you're actually feeling on the skin is the product itself. It's building up. It's got a lot of stuff that it's leaving behind, and it's not going into the skin. And what this does is it creates a barrier that also makes the body start sending out these signals that it needs to overproduce oil, because while the surface feels moisturized, the underneath, the actual skin itself is being starved and depleted of all oil. And so your body once again starts overproducing and everything's just out of whack, right? So what our oil is going to do is it's going to help balance everything out. And especially like combination skin, it's going to give a really even production of oil on the whole face. So what's the most important, I had to grab my oil there. What's the most important when it comes to oil is that it's a light molecular weight, right? If it's too heavy, it's going to sit on the surface of the hair or of the skin, and it's not going to penetrate. Therefore, it's going to create that barrier, and it's going to cause the body to want to overproduce oil again. So our oil is very, very lightweight, right? Most of the time, whenever you're dealing with an oil, it's thick and it's going to, take a minute to move. This is just so lightweight. It's going to be so spreadable, and it's going to penetrate. Think about, what do you fry food with? An oil. So whenever you are putting something on your skin or on your hair and it doesn't penetrate into it and it just sits there, especially on your hair, you put your hot tools on it and you're just frying it, right? You are literally frying it. So that is why the molecular weight is so incredibly important, and Bill has knocked it out of the park. This oil is the bee's stinking knees, y'all. Like it is amazing. Last night I put some in my hair and I blow dried it, and like I'm a hairstylist, I use really good products all the time, and I came out and I was like, my hair's so soft, and I was making Jake feel my hair. It takes a lot for me to get excited, guys. I've done this for 13 years and I'm so excited about this oil. It is the best. Also on the skin, there are so many different ways that you can use this. Okay, you can use it before the moisturizer. You can use it after the moisturizer. You can use it on the beard. A lot of times this is something that goes kind of not talked about with men. On the beard, it will dry out, and so then the skin under the beard is having to overcompensate for what's going on with the beard, right? So if the beard is oily or if the beard is dry, the skin underneath is going to try to counteract whatever's happening. And so men have a lot of dandruff in their beard sometimes, and they don't know what to do. This is going to be great for that area. Like I said, cuticles, you can put it on your feet. If you've got dry, cracked feet, you can put a couple drops in your lotion and just use that as a carrier, because like I said, we don't want to waste this, guys. It's super, super concentrated. The directions say 3 to 5 drops. And what that means is literally drops. Okay, that does not mean dropperfuls, it means drops. So like with your lotion, if you just want to put a couple drops in the lotion and just add that added moisture, you can put it on sunburns, bug bites, razor burn, just all the things. It's so good for so many things. You can put it on the lips. You can put it, you know, in your favorite makeup products as far as like foundation and stuff like that, or you can do it before and kind of use it as like a makeup primer. Just so many uses. As far as the hair goes, you want to put it in whenever it's wet and just kind of work it through, start at the ends, work it through, and then you can blow dry it in. But you can also use it to help with frizz and flyaways and things like that. I would probably just suggest 1, possibly 2 drops whenever it's dry. But, you know, you just get your little drop of oil there and then just kind of work it through the ends. And that's going to help. And see, it's not getting oily. It's still so shiny, so lightweight, but that's going to help keep those ends very soft and smooth down. What else is it good for? It's going to help protect your color, guys. This is a huge thing. So our ingredients have a UV protectant in them, and so that is going to help prolong the life of your color. Hairstylists, this is a big time side note, but you can also put it into your lightener or your hair color, and it's going to help those molecules penetrate a little deeper. It's going to give a little more vibrancy with your color. There's just so many things that you can do with this. You can also use it as a scalp treatment. Okay, your scalp obviously is just an extension of the skin, so you want to just kind of part the hair, go right in, and you're going to use a little more than 3 to 5 drops probably. You don't have to, but you can't really overdo this either. You don't want to waste your product, but you can go a little heavier. And what this is going to do, if you have dry scalp or if you have oily scalp, you are going to either let this sit overnight, that's going to be your best results, or you can let it sit for about 15 minutes before you shampoo, and that's going to help balance out the oil production of your skin, because it's the exact same thing with hair care products as it is with facial products. If you're putting something drying, your skin's going to overproduce oil. If you're putting something waxy and heavy that's creating a buildup, your skin's going to overproduce, or your scalp is going to overproduce oil, because that scalp, just like the skin, is being suffocated underneath that barrier. So this is going to help bust through that barrier and really balance out the oil production of the skin. And it's just going to work wonders for any type of over or under production of oil. So anyway, those are just some of the uses of our oil. That's why molecular weight is the most important thing when searching for an oil. Those are the reasons that everybody needs an oil. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to find me on social media. My name is Sasha Messerschmidt again. And I really am glad that I was able to do this for you guys. I hope that you found it helpful. I hope that this helps you whenever you're speaking to your potentials and combating any type of objections that you might get over the oil. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day.